Hey everybody, it's your man Fitman. In today's topic, we're going to get into the recovery process from a surgery I had about a month ago in ulnar nerve transposition. So leading up to the surgery, I was online searching to see what would be the recovery process. What could you do and what couldn't you do as your arm is healing? But first, what's an ulnar nerve? The ulnar nerve is a nerve that runs down the inside of the arm. It controls and allows you to move your pinky and your ring finger. Okay? The ulnar nerve in my left arm was badly compressed, so it had to be moved to a different location so that the signals could shoot down. Imagine someone stepping on a hose. You're not going to be able to water those plants. So my fingers were the plants and they were getting no water. Okay, so I got this surgery done by the great Dr. Moody Quack. He's got me back in the game. Thank you, Dr. Quack. But let's talk about the recovery. So after surgery, you're going to feel that pain around your elbow where the incision was made. This is normal. Based on your tolerance of pain is going to determine how you feel. I have a very high tolerance of pain, but in that first day, I felt it. Okay, I felt it. You can feel that incision. You can feel that something happened. So they're going to give you some painkillers. I took the painkillers maybe for about half a day, and then I was done with them. I'm not a big medicine guy, but that first day, initial pain, just had to knock that out the box. Okay. Now, a lot of trainees, including myself, leading up to the surgery, want to know what's going to happen afterwards as far as training-wise. Okay, what's going to happen training-wise? Because a lot of us we're in our programs and we're in our routines and we don't want to stop. But when you get a big surgery like that, this arm had no use. This arm was weak. I could not hold a cell phone in my left hand on the first day or the second day. But I do want to tell you what's going to happen. So within that first week, you're going to have limited movement with that arm. You're not going to be able to just come in and start bench pressing. It's not going to happen. What I was able to do over my recovery period, I'm at week 4 now, is I trained legs each workout during the week was now lower body. Everything was lower body. A lot of lunges, a lot of body weight squats, a lot of hyperextensions, hip thrusts. That's all it was. And I programmed that for a couple weeks to make up for the fact that I would not be training my upper body due to the weakness in the arm. Okay? So after 2 weeks went by, I got my post-op evaluation. The following week, I was able to begin to do dips and do pull-ups. A little bit of pain in there, but nothing that was going to stop me. Just started with body weight to get back into the game. Started doing push-ups and all those kinds of things. We're at week 4 now, and I'm able to bench press. I'm able to overhead press. I'm able to do all the exercises I could do before the surgery. The difference is now is that I don't have these shooting pains in my elbows. I'm not feeling that tension in the elbow from the nerve being compressed. I'm not feeling the weakness in the hand because the nerve has been moved. So trainees, the recovery for the surgery, yes, you're not going to be able to train your upper body how you used to for about 2, maybe 3 weeks. That's what I encountered for me. I consider myself a fast healer. If you're a slower healer, it may take you 4, maybe 6, maybe even 8 weeks before you get back in the game, but it all depends on what you're doing in the interim. I felt that training my lower body 5 days a week in a smart program fashion allowed me to recover faster versus just sitting around on the couch, watching daytime TV, and going absolutely nowhere. I didn't miss any sessions training my great clients. I was there for them the next day. They said, "What are you doing here in a sling?" I said, "I'm here to train you. You're ready to unleash your inner greatness. I'm here." So I felt that me staying active and training is what led to a faster recovery process. So overall, just don't expect to do any real upper body training for about maybe 2-3 weeks. You're going to lose the volume in your upper body, but you're not going to lose a lot of muscle mass, but the volume, the pump. that you normally have from training on a consistent basis, that's going to go down. You're going to feel like, oh, I'm so small, but you're not small. You're just losing the volume that you would normally have. Once you begin to train again, it all comes right back, especially if you've been training for a while. But in that interim time, now it's time to, blast that lower body, because you're still able to do lunges and squats and hip thrusts. I was doing hip thrusts with one arm, barbell hip thrusts. I was holding that bar and, getting it done. You do what you got to do when you got goals, So ulnar nerve recovery, again, very individual, but don't expect to train that upper body early on. Like I said, 2 to 3 weeks for me. It may be 4 to 6, it may be 6 to 8. It all is based on who you are. The smartest thing that you can do, though, is don't do anything stupid after the injury. Don't go in there and start bench pressing and all that stuff right away. Let the arm heal, but do what you can do, but be smart about it. So that's the ulnar nerve recovery. I'm feeling much better. Again, thank you, Dr. Kwok, back in the game. It's your man, Fitman. Holla at a trainer when you see me in the gym.